there's this hot take that I saw on TikTok that I was kind of wondering how moms felt about, because I'm not a mom. I'm not even in the position where I can even remotely relate to this. But she said something that I felt like if I was a mom, I feel like I would be in her shoes. So this comes from a user named @Lottie.Weaver. And here is her hot mom take.
One thing I always tell my girls, and I feel like this is pretty controversial, is mommy will always take care of you. No matter how old you are, mommy will always buy you dinner. I will always take you shopping. I will even fill up your car with gas. I don't care if you're married and you have 500 children. My job, I brought you into this world. My job is to provide for you. So, who knows what's going to happen? She gets divorced, mommy's going to provide for you, okay? I'm not going to be like, I birthed you 18 years, see ya. No, if you're having children and you're taking on that responsibility, it is like a lifelong responsibility. And I'm hoping that my daughter has a really secure, relationship with her husband, because guess what? Mommy is going to be there in the back if he messes up, okay? So I would be the same if I had sons probably, but I don't. I just have 3 daughters. So they will always be my little girls. I will always be providing for them. We're always going to go on shopping dates, always get our nails done, because why not?
So the reason why I resonated with this is because I've kind of been going through an existential crisis about, wanting to have children and why you have kids and is it ethical to have kids? And I've always thought it was kind of a whack state of mind that you bring these kids into the world because you chose to bring them into the world. And now I got to pay taxes and work for the rest of my life because y'all wanted to have kids one day. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I get it. I'm huge on personal responsibility. I like to think I own up to my life and my mistakes and the choices that I've made. But at the end of the day, I didn't consent to be here. So I think
so give me a free ride for my entire life.
I think it's kind of fair. It was mom and dad's choice to bring me here. I didn't consent to this, but not in an existential, I'm trying to leave type of way, but more of it's kind of fair.
I think the word that I'm getting hung up on is provide.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. So I feel will I always be there to support my son? Abso-freaking-lutely. In the good, the bad, you name it. Well, if we go out to dinner, will my son ever pay for a meal? Absolutely not. Because I remember anytime my dad took me out for dinner, or anytime he took me and my husband out for dinner, whatever it was, dad always picked up the tab. That's just what dad did. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where, if my child needs me, I am going to be there. But I'm also going to recognize that you need to raise a capable human being, and they're going to have to be able to be there for themselves and to provide for themselves. Yeah, if God forbid Jimmy goes through a divorce, am I going to be there to support him? Absolutely. I think it was not the message, but the delivery here with her tone that she's she's giving she's giving mama boy we come down on mama boys all the time, right? The mothers that interfere so much, and she's giving that energy, but she has daughters.
Yeah, I'm getting caught up with the word provide also. And I feel like it's this kind of attitude, if you take it literally, is my beef with this generation's parents that aren't allowing their kids to flex a grit muscle, is that we're doing everything for our kids and they don't have the life skills to get through it themselves. So will I always be there physically to provide for my kids? No, there are times already that I can absolutely give them what they want, but I haven't. I will provide them guidance, but I will not provide them with the physical things that they might need that they can earn themselves.
I think for me, the word that I would look for, and this is kind of how my parents operated, and I appreciated it. It was once I turned 18, I was welcome to come home, but I had to pay rent. But I knew there was always a safety net. So if things got really bad or I was in dire straits, I knew that they would be there to help me pick up the pieces, but I was expected to function on my own. And that's how I want to handle it. So that's what I see as her version of providing. It's I will literally always be the safety net for my kids.
Sure.
If they can't figure it out themselves, but I expect them, especially as adults, to figure it out themselves first. But that said, I will absolutely go on shopping trips with my adult daughter and buy her presents because I love her. But should it be an expectation of something I'm going to fund your entire wardrobe? No. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but if your definition is, look, I didn't choose to be here, so you guys should give me everything I want just because it was your decision, I don't necessarily.
No.
I'm just
agree
giving
with
you
that.
something to chew on. I don't necessarily agree with it either, but I'm kind of like, you brought me into this world. You got to keep me in it too.
The Bert Show.